Radio Cardiff.
98.7 FM.
I'm joined today by a very special guest. Her name's Yvonne Connolly, and she's from the Salvation Army. Well, I got that wrong as well, haven't I? You are in conjunction with the Salvation Army, but you're on a different... Do you want to tell our people what you do?
Yeah, I am from the Salvation Army.
Yeah.
You got that right. I work at Crichton House, which is an outreach services position here, centre in Cardiff. One of the projects we run from Crichton House is the Homeless Bus Project.
That's right. And I've been telling the listeners about the Homeless Bus for the last 2 weeks because I'm doing a charity night to feed the homeless, Sunday night in Mischief. So all of you listeners out there, please come along. And we're going to call it the Gillian Lane Appeal. Obviously, you know Gillian Lane was. She worked with me here closely as a medium, and she lost a battle with life a couple of months ago. So every year we're going to do this, the Gillian Lane Appeal, to feed the homeless, because Gillian was passionate about feeding the homeless. So we want to do it in conjunction with you guys, because you guys actually feed the homeless every week and do a wonderful job. So would you like to tell them a bit about that?
Yeah, and thank you, first of all, thank you very much for thinking about us. The bus project goes out 5 nights a week, 52 weeks of the year. We go out in the city. We work on average with about 30 people a night, so that's 30 people coming to our services. We would have a number of different services running from the bus. That includes advocacy services, we have referrals to health services, we also have chaplaincy services, as well as providing some food, some positive company for a couple of hours, and some emergency overnight referrals into different accommodation services across the city.
So you're really busy with this. It's not like people would imagine a bus pulls up, feeds people and go. You're there to actually support.
Yeah,
in all different sort of situations as well.
Definitely. Everyone who comes to the bus and requires services gets a needs assessment, and we then kind of work on making sure that the most vulnerable in the community and the most vulnerable presenting to us are referred into the most appropriate services. We work with the health services, with the other homeless services across the city, and in conjunction with the local authority as well. Really we reduce that risk of vast numbers of people having to rough sleep in the city.
Yeah, and to be fair, I mean, you do a wonderful job. Is there things that anybody can donate to you, and where can they bring them? Because I know you're always looking for like sleeping bags and hats and gloves and...
Yeah, you're pretty spot on, really. The Salvation Army, we're running an appeal at the moment as well. Really what we need is, as you said, hats, gloves, scarves, warm clothing, shoes, both male and female is always kind of winter type shoes is always needed, but also things like sleeping bags, any kind of usable tents that you're not using or that people are always thinking, I just put it in the garage and don't think about it.
Yeah,
it's all very, very much needed. You can either drop it down to ourselves, which we are based at Crichton House, which is...
Can you tell us the address for Crichton House? So,
yeah.
I mean, I'm sure all of you guys out there have got something that you're not using, an old coat, even an old jumper, anything. These people are desperate on the streets, especially this time of year. It's freezing out there,
Absolutely. And it's all, everyone is extremely grateful. The clients that we work with, they're aware that everything is donated. And they're always really positive and grateful when the donations are received. Our address is Crichton House, 1A Vale Road, and that's in Spalot in Cardiff.
Right, so you have a phone number where people can get hold of you and arrange for them to be picked up, or for directions even. I would get lost going from there. Definitely. As you just did coming to me.
Directions never my strong point. It's 02920 440 390. But you can also drop anything to your local Salvation Army corps or church or centre, and they will make sure then that it will come to us. If you say it's for the street homeless and the outreach bus, they will ensure that it comes to ourselves.
That's great. So come on, you guys out there, you've got to support us, and you've got to support the Salvation Army. You think, well, you got old shoes, old boots that you probably wouldn't wear again, but somebody would be desperate to wear, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
And sleeping bags and hats and gloves. There's places like Pound Stretcher and all them B&M places. Well, they're £1, isn't they? Pair of gloves.
Yeah, you know, as I said,
If you
for
just
us-
give a fiver, if you could just give a fiver, I mean, you're helping 4 lots of people there, or 5 lots of people, you know.
and it's people in our community. I think 5-10 years ago, you might have thought homelessness was very far away.
It's not that,
But
is it?
homelessness,
No.
yeah, it's you know, these days it's closer to home than people
Oh,
probably think.
definitely. I mean, it's criminal how much food people actually throw away over Christmas, isn't it? It is, isn't it, when you think about it, you know? How many people could eat with food you've thrown away over Christmas?
Yeah, well,
Double, treble.
Yeah, there you go.
I was
You know-
thinking of my own Christmas meal.
You're only thinking what can I do with all this leftovers.
But it's
Yeah.
true. It is absolutely spot on. I mean, everybody overshops at Christmas, don't I? Do. I'll be honest with you.
Well, I know they put giving to charity at the end of these supermarkets, you know. Why don't you do something like put a Salvation Army box in Tesco's or Asda's or somewhere, Morrison's anyway, you know,
Yeah.
so that people can just shove in a packet of tea bags or something.
We're really lucky, especially in Cardiff. We've got some really good local donators, and some of the big supermarkets are really supportive of what we do.
They are, yeah.
Oh, well, bless them for that then.
Yes,
And,
they
yeah,
are.
and
Yeah.
it's good, you know, to have that wider kind of knowledge of what's going on in your community. And I think, you know, they're really positive to the work that we do, especially with the outreach bus and the homelessness bus. And we get a number of donations that way. But, you know, donations are donations, and they're always welcome. And you know, anyone out there in terms of especially the clothing element and the sleeping bags and anything that can basically keep someone warm is always needed.
Well, that's great. Well, there you go. I'm at Mischiefs alongside John Lenny Jr., Leighton Jones and Kate Gibson on Sunday night. I think it kicks off about 8:30. So if you want to come down and just donate £2, that's all we're asking. Just come down and chuck £2. You've got fabulous entertainment there. Come down, chuck £2 in a bucket, and it'll help the homeless for over Christmas. How about that? That good?
That would be wonderful.
lovely.
Yeah, thank you. We're running a Christmas meal, an event for service users and for those who come to use the service. And for that'll be, for a lot of them, their only chance
Yeah.
of some kind of Christmas meal. And part of that is we hope to be able to provide them with a hat or a glove, a scarf as a gift.
That's
from all of
fabulous.
us.
Well,
That's
I got
fun.
loads of scarves and gloves in the cupboard, so
And so have I, so I'll dig
I'm
loads
sure
out too.
that we can find something between us to
Yeah.
just... And it's amazing how warm a scarf can keep you round the neck.
Most definitely. And it's what, you know, we were talking about earlier. When I actually went through all my coats at home, and I was thinking, I haven't worn this for 2 or 3 years. And it just sits there. And you know, for that one person, that means everything. You know,
Shall I
that
tell
is-
you something? It's obscene, the coats and shoes that I got, honestly.
Yeah.
Not just saying it. It is obscene.
Right, so we'll have to have a big turn out,
We'll have
girls. Boys, come on, get in the cupboards.
It's I've got stuff where, you know, it's not.
Don't give it to the moth, give it to the Salvation Army. Come on.
Oh, it's quite a good statement. I'll have to pinch that one. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you can have it.
Well, to whoever anyway. But I tell you what, we will definitely get behind this. And listen, Gillian would be so proud of this because she used to, out of her own pocket, go and feed the homeless, you know. So we're going to call it the Gillian Lane Appeal. It starts on Sunday night. There'll probably be lots more that'll come to this. And obviously it's in conjunction with you guys at the Salvation Army and us guys here at Radio Cardiff. So thank you for coming along, Yvonne.
Thank you
I'm sure
so
we'll
much.
see lots more of you because we're really going to get behind this appeal.
We definitely are. I am too.
Thank you.
If Gillian's behind it, I'm behind it. I think Jill's going to do some readings, aren't you, Jill? Or
I am.
so that'll be something for the near future, yeah?
If you want to come see me or meet me, I'll be there on Sunday. Just come and say hello.
Yeah.
But I'm here to offer my services. I did offer to do a psychic evening if they'd like me to do it, with all the proceeds going obviously to the homeless.
That'd be wicked. Okay, right. It says, good morning, both. My mum passed to Spirit World a month ago. I'm waiting for a sign. Please, could you tell me, is she at peace? I'm so empty without her in my life. Faith and Love 003. Firstly, can I say I am so sorry for your loss, Todd. There's no words to describe, is there, losing a parent or a child
None,
is,
none.
you know, they're the closest things in your heart. Blessing sent you away and some healing, yeah?
Well, hi. I'm sorry. I'm not Ronnie. I'm Jill. But believe me, I'm I'm here for you, and that's what happens. Losing a parent is the worst thing that can happen, especially if you've had a close relationship with them. But what you must remember, and always keep this in mind, that you are very privileged to have been in their life. So don't go going down that road. You know, it's time. Time always will take. Time will give. So you have to, at the moment, think, gosh, I had a good one there. You know, when you turn around and look at some people's lives who their parents have wrecked, and then compare what you've had. So don't even go there. You just feel well blessed. Well, at the moment, there's a choice of, I'm now going to do the tarot cards for you. And the first thing around you is having to make a decision. You've got a decision coming up very soon. In fact, it's on you now. What do I do? Which way do I go? Right? And I think you need to clear your head a little bit before you make that decision. You've thrown some beautiful cards, so whoever you are, I think you've a very genuinely kind person, but somebody is goading you into doing things. Don't have that, okay? You just say, hang on a minute, I need to clear my head. You need to heal. The heal in your heart from losing somebody dear is a big massive scar. Everybody can see when you've got a leg or an arm in plaster or something on you, but nobody can see the heart scar. But that's fine, we know it's there. It'll take a while, a long time to heal. But if you listen to my advice about having somebody very special in your life, then you certainly will get over it a lot better, right? There's something going on with the job at the moment too, or somebody around you with a job who could either face redundancy or taking down of hours, but there's a feeling there that something's going on there. But I want you to know that this is a 3-month forecast, and I'm going into February now, and February being much better. Somebody coming back in your life who's gone, and at the moment you thought they'd gone forever. Don't grab love, just take it gently, because that's what it's saying to me. It's sometimes you get a little bit overpowering with people, and you shouldn't do that. You should just sort of back off and let people come to you. That's what it's telling me in your tarot cards here. But when I go into the oracle cards, which always give me a lovely reading, and it gives me a little bit of I am a Christian. I always believe God. I'm Christian before I tell people I'm a spiritualist. And anyway, that's all my beliefs, and that's the way I live my life. But it's this is what actually the card I pulled out for you. Now it's crucifixion. Crucifixion meaning when God was taken from the cross and he lay, and then he rose again. And this is what I'm trying to tell you, that you will rise again, and you won't feel so low, and you won't feel so empty. It says at the moment you're causing yourself much unnecessary suffering because you think you should improve or feel differently at the moment. And there's so much of you that you hide. And you shouldn't. I just told you this, but I'm just confirming. And there's also things that surface up and down. Things you cannot help. Right? This is there's going to be a break into this cycle of what you keep thinking about yourself. And it's a loving attitude comes in. When this cycle is broken, this will take time, dedication and perseverance. But the reward at the end of it will be very great. Send them your blessings. Your parents are very near you all the time. Smell that sweet smell I got round you now and again that comes in the house. Look for the white feather. When you find the white feather, you'll know that they're definitely with you. Bless you, and also remember, always thank you. Thanks for the good privileged life that they gave you. Okay, God bless you.
Right, we got 2 readings left. Let's skip through these before we got to go. Time have flown today, Jill.
I know, but we have had a nice morning.
Yeah, and we got a bit of feedback off 003. It says, thank you, Jill, that was uplifting. Blessings to you both, faith and love. Love always to you, because you're such a lovely person yourself, Todd. See you soon, yeah? Right.
I haven't got a clue what Todd is, by the way, but
It says, hi both. Gillian, can you see any change in my life? For me, please. Thanks, Emma.
hi Emma, lovely for you to ring in. Yes, I can. Now stop feeling sorry for yourself. Stop wondering about other people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm doing you a 7-card spread, which is enough information just to sort of get you by for the moment. Right. What I saw as soon as I saw your message coming up on the screen, what I saw was beautiful snowdrops and crocuses. You know, the wonderful colour of crocuses are yellows and oranges and violets. And those colours, in my belief, are the strong colours. Now, the yellow signifies your stomach, and it means your tummy's upset, but it's upset from hassle and stress, not from anything sinister. It's just hassle and stress. Now, the white of the snowdrops is coming through, and that is purity. Now, white is the higher colour, which we say when we say to anybody you in the spirit world, you know, if they come to visit, which they come to see, because I'm a spiritualist and I'm a medium, and I say go back towards the light, go back towards the white, and that's what it is. But you're feeling depressed at the moment because things have just not panned out the way you wanted them to be. Now, our lives are like this, you know, things, they throw in this great big spanner in the works and say, right, well, get on with it. Now let's see if you can sink or swim. And that's what they do to us. And they've done to you, bless you. And you really didn't deserve it because you were always there. The cards are saying to me that you're always there with messages of kindness and help for other people. Particularly a friend who's gone through a bad patch at the moment and who's needed your support. There's a love of life around you, but at the moment everything's painted grey. But please remember those 3 beautiful colours I'm giving you, which is yellow, is purple, and is blue, and and orange. They're all those lovely strong colours, right? Don't think that by having a good old spend or anything that you're going to sort this out. You're not. You need to sort it out with your head. Make yourself comfortable. Sort your bills out round you because you're shoving things in drawers. Come on, let's face reality, but let's get on with it. Good next year. Lots of good things happening for you next year. So get the positive hat and take the negative one off. God bless you and thank you for ringing.
Ah, there you go.
Bye, Emma.
Right. It says, hi Jill, feeling a bit down. Please tell me if you can see things getting better. Thanks.
Well, you know, we're going into these awful months of January, February and March soon. And they're the depression months. We get the Christmas rush and then we hit the depression. But I don't know why you're bringing this up earlier. Well, this is absolutely ironic because these cards are nearly virtually the same and I've just shuffled them up. I can't believe it. Right, service, you're either in a service to people or in the community in some way. Right, you carry things back and forth, or you either look after people. That's what I've got here. Beautiful friend too around you, who's always been there for you, always. But you're not confiding in them at the moment. You're not saying, look, I really need to get up and go here. You know, you're feeling isolated as if somebody's stuck you on an island. Well, honey, they do. Even in Treasure Island, you got rescued in the end, you know. So don't get feeling that there's nobody there for you, because you'll be surprised how many people are actually here for you. And certainly, open up. I need you to open up and be the real you.
Yeah.
These cards are fantastic when they come out, because it's just come out, be the real you. And as human beings, sometimes we lose sight of our true nature. Something inside us yearns to reconnect. Pay attention to the feelings you've got and start thinking about the lovely qualities you do possess. And you're repressing them at the moment, which means you're pushing them back. Lighten up and have fun. Laughter is the best medicine for you at the moment. Let all the things that you feel as if people have done you wrong, let them go, because they're absolutely doing nothing the way you're dragging them all back up in your mind. right? And your true nature appears. And I got a lovely, sensitive person here. I don't want people to think differently of you. So it says, be kind to yourself, emotionally and spiritually and physically, because there is so much for you to be grateful for, and so much more in life to explore. So, honey, come on, get up, get going. No more couch potatoes. Bless you, and thank you for ringing.
There you are. Thanks for joining me today, Jill.
You're welcome.
And I hope everything goes well for you next week. And
well, we're opened up, Ronnie and I, now in Newport Market, in the Central Market, and we're both doing 3 days each in there just to help out. It's going well.
Good.
If you want to come and meet us personally, do that. I'll give you my number and you can ring us and say what, you know, you're coming up, or just pop in your head and say, hi, how are you? That's all we want. All right, and my mobile number is, if you've got pen and paper there, 075 34 12 4676.
there you go.
Okay.
How about that?
Give me a ring, and I'll also be in Donna's on Sunday night, Mystique.
That'd be lovely.
To come and see me there, talk to me there. No problem.
Right, so don't forget now, Sunday night in Mischiefs, we'll... Emma just rang in to say thank you so much, Jill. You were spot on. There you are. We love a bit of
bless you,
feedback.
Emma. Any little help, love.
Right, I'll be in Mischiefs Cafe Bar Sunday night, of course, from about 8:30 till late, in for the Gillian Lane appeal for helping the homeless over Christmas. There you go. You heard what we were saying earlier on. If there's anything you can give or donate, just pop in, even if you just throw £1 in a box. That'd be great. Right, I'm going to leave you. Have a good Beaujolais day, all of you guys. Don't have hangovers tomorrow and drink sensible.
Radio Cardiff.